I've walked on the moon. Not the moon you're familiar with. Part of me is reluctant to tell you about the moon that I walked on. I wore moon boots. The kind that you wore as a child, but the real kind. The real ones. You didn't walk on the moon, so yours were just imitation boots, but mine were real. Every time I try to tell someone that I walked on the moon, I take a hit to my self-esteem. Nobody wants to hear it. Everybody, without exception, thinks I'm a fool. That I cannot achieve the impossible. I cannot achieve the impossible. Son, you can't achieve the impossible. Now let me repeat that. You were not on the moon. How dare you? If I say that I was on the moon, I was on the moon. You are a bold-faced liar. And you do not deserve to be out here walking among the sane. You forfeited that right a long time ago, son. We tolerate you in this part of town. But you stay inside the fence, and you don't come walking around. Yeah. It says you. It says all of you. But you didn't walk on the moon. And I'm gonna tell you something real clear, mister. Mister. It's not what you think it is, and I am not who you think I am. So someday, when it dawns upon your country redneck ass to get me out of this little contraption on the side of town, I know you put other people in contraptions on the side of town, and they've got bold claims too, and you better start listening to us, because you are living a life of lies, mister. You go back on now. Son, you ain't right. I don't know what kind of number your parents did on you, but you are not right. Oh, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Get on. Well, I can't get on, son. I'm here to watch you. That's right. It's my shift. I've got to make sure that you don't go around infecting the townsfolk with your ideas, because we ain't gonna allow that around here. You ain't our kind. We know our kind. You ain't it. So you take your moon boot talk and stuff it, son. I got my eye on you. We all got our eye on you. You see that man up there? He's got his eye on you. You're not treating him right. I am an innovator. See, you people here in this narrow-minded town, you gotta do everything with your feet and your hands. You're not civilized. You're still back with the Monkey Wrench gang back in 500,000 BC. You're not here and now with the technology. Son, we don't need any of that technology. We got common sense. You ain't got no common sense. You're a man that's caught up in your mind, in your ideas, your theories. But what we got around here does us good. Yeah, That's right. You ain't got none of that. You ain't got common sense, son. See, to be in this town, live in this town, and play in this town, and love in this town, work in this town, you gotta have the common sense. You ain't got the common sense, son. Now, we pay a pretty penny to keep you out here on the outskirts. But we don't deserve no love for what we're doing. This is charity. This is charity. Oh no, it's not charity, man. It's not charity keeping me in here because you don't even know what I'm doing in here. Keeping me in this fenced-in lot. I can see the stars up there and I can see the moon. You think I'm limited to this plot of land because you people are so damn close-minded with your rustic ways? You bunch of hillbillies. You ain't seen tomorrow. I seen tomorrow. See, I go to the moon, my man. You ever heard of that? I go to the moon. We would astral travel, son. You need to keep that new age shit to yourself. That's not allowed. Now, this town was done right by your papa. Town was done right by your papa. He set up a lot of guilds, lot of unions, a lot of that stuff that makes us happy to be in this town, improve the life of this town. But you, son, just because you're his progeny, we keep you. We're not going to kick you out, but we are going to keep you out here until you get rid of that foul sense in your mind that you're going to the moon and doing this Ouija board shit. You ain't doing Ouija board in this town. You ain't doing astrology in this town. It's not astrology, man. It's astral travel. You aren't doing astral travel in this town. I know I'm not doing astral travel in this town. That's the whole point. I ain't doing astral traveling in this town, you stupid ass mother. I'm going to the moon, and that's what I do with my astral travel, son. The devil got in your mind. The devil is inside your mind. He crept in through your ears one night after you've been reading all those Deepak Chopras, all that Marianne Williamson and all that other stuff that we see on the TV. That's the devil's work. That is the devil's work. Devil got in your soul. You think you're going up to the moon. You just a fantasizer. You know you're a fantasizer. We're going to get the fantasizers out of town. And your papa was a good man. Your papa was good. And we're holding out for you. Don't you hold out for me, you asshole. Just go walk around the fence and drag your rifle around the chinks. I ain't got nothing for you here. I'll tell you something. Tonight, when you're back home with your wife, and you think you're nice and safe, I'm gonna astral travel to your bedroom, and I'm gonna show you who's boss. So you don't believe in that shit until you see my astral form in your bedroom, hovering over your bed, tickling your wife's toes, and she's rolling in a sleep, and she's wondering why she feels tickly down by the toes. And I'm down there tickling her toes in my astral body. So then you're gonna know. You're gonna know. My papa was a good man. My papa was a good man. He set me up. He set me up right so I could study the esoteric, arcane, occult rites, rituals, practices, beliefs. It's a transformation. You haven't had a transformation because you're a redneck. You're a redneck. Now get on, redneck. Hillbilly hiccup. That ain't nothing but trouble, man. You know how many times I gotta give you boys these lectures? Wake you up to astral travel so you can go to the moon? You think my dad was a good dad? He was the best dad. He set me up. You don't fuck that shit. You don't even know about the library I inherited. You never went downstairs into the basement. You weren't that good of a friend. You weren't in the inner circle. Yeah, the people in the inner circle, they fled this town a long time ago. They fled this town a long time ago, and I would be with them. I would be. You show over that rifle. pushing me around with that rifle, sticking me outside of town with that rifle. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You said you don't know what you're doing. I am the future. I've got technology, psycho-spiritual technology, and you ain't got it. I got it. I'm the man. So why am I here in this fence? Why am I here in this plot of land? That's the best question you've asked so far. Now, son, we don't want to keep you here, but we need you to forsake these New Age beliefs. You ain't been to the moon. And I don't care if you show up in my bedroom. I ain't gonna prove that you've been to the moon. Your father was a good man. We give you lots of leeway license. But you need to come back home. You need to come back home, son. It's not right. What you're doing is not right. You've been under the influence of the devil. The devil got in you. The devil playing games. Every single time you think you're doing something special, it's just the devil whispering in your ears like you're doing something right, but you're not doing something right. You're doing something crazy. You're doing something evil, son. Evil. You know, you need to repent, and you need to accept Christ into your heart, because right now, son, well, you're going to be seeing the devil after you die. That's the fact. That is the fact of the matter. Nothing your daddy did could save you from that. That is your choice to accept Jesus. All right? So, yeah, we're going to keep watching you here. We got a whole trooper and squad of God-fearing Christians. I'm going to do right by you. Get you back in the faith. We got a whole squad of wives and mothers, and sisters and grandmas, and they're all praying for you. We're all praying for you, but they're praying for you 24/7 back there in town. So at some point, when you're done with the delusions, we'll get you out. We'll bust you out. But you gotta take the Lord as your Savior. You gotta come to church. You gotta start reading the Bible. There's more stuff that you can do. But you're not gonna get your Ouija board back. None of those statues, none of that incense, none of those books. You got to give it all up for the Lord. Why are you trying to determine what I believe in, Pops? Huh? Why are you so threatened by me? Because your kind infects the mind. That's right. I don't want you around my kids. I don't want you around my neighbor's kids. I don't want you around anybody's kids. Because then you're going to start talking about all this spiritual empowerment stuff. And that gets really selfish. Spiritual types. Really self-centered. That's what they are. Self-centered. Narcissistic. It's always about them and their power. They don't serve the community. They want the community to serve them. And that's what I see in your eyes. And baby, if your papa was still alive and he saw that look in your eyes, oh, he'd take you right over the knee and spank you good. Come on, old man. My pops wouldn't do that. My pops was open-minded. You never knew him the way I knew him. How do you even think that I traveled to the moon? He taught me how to travel to the moon. He taught me. See, he presented the facade to you people because you're pitchfork people. You're fire and brimstone people. You're gallows pole people. You're gallows pole people. You are unsophisticated primitives. You put us out here in these pens. These guys, all these guys out here, my dad taught them all. So you think you got something going, but you don't got something going. He subverted the whole town with his new age magic. That's black magic, son. That's why we got you out here at gunpoint. You are not leaving until you forsake it. You had to forsake the devil. The devil's got you. I look inside your eyes and I see nothing but the devil. I can see the devil looking back out at me. And he's none too happy. He don't want to be locked up out here, outside of town. The devil wants to go into town and cause a lot of mischief. But we got the devil. All you guys out here, all of you, we see the devil inside your eyes. We can hear the devil inside your lies. So you ought to be thankful to a man like me. Thankful for the women that are praying for your soul. You don't even know what's happened to you. You don't even know you got the devil up inside you. The crazy talk. You always got the crazy talk. We don't want that in our children. We want to keep our children safe and sound. We don't want that. You gotta keep that. But it ain't gonna serve you long. You ain't gonna stay out of here long. At some point, something's gonna happen to you because we can't keep the townsfolk at bay. They're scared of you. You know what, man? You can threaten me all you want. But at some point, when I learn how to take my entire body to the moon, you're not gonna have anything here. There's not gonna be anything here. You can't threaten me no more. I'm gonna be at the moon. See? That's the devil talking inside you. That's the crazy talk. That's the crazy talk. Because when you get to the moon, what you gonna breathe? There's no air on the moon. What you gonna drink? There's no water on the moon. What you gonna eat? There's no food on the moon. You're crazy. That is crazy talk. You need to come back down to earth. You need to stop reading those books. You are possessed by the devil. You are possessed by the devil. Lord, help me. Lord needs to save your soul. I don't even know why I'm talking to you. You can probably infect me too. Oh man, I'm not gonna infect you. You're too stupid to be infected. Your mind's too closed. See? You see, you even admit it. It's an infection. What happened to you? Don't blame this on your father. Your father was a good man, God-fearing man. He read his Bible. Yeah, my pops was reading the Bible, but not reading the Bible the way you read the Bible. He read in between the lines. He knew what that was about. That Bible was all about astral travel, clairvoyance, precognition, telekinesis. You had to read in between the lines. What do you think that the Kabbalists have been doing? The Kabbalists! We are a Christian nation, son. We don't do that Kabbalah. That's Madonna. All them people. That's just Satan playing with your mind. That's the devil's tricks. The tree of life and all that crazy, mystical shit. That's gonna get you nowhere. No, that's gonna get me to the moon. You don't understand. There's spells and incantations and all sorts of ritualistic practices. I know how to leave and visit the moon. So you really expect me to believe that you're gonna be vanishing from here at some point soon? Son, you've been here for 3 years. You're still here. 3 years. You ain't left yet. We're protecting you for 3 years. We don't know how long we're going to be able to keep the townsfolk at bay. But I suspect that if you could travel to the moon, you'd be gone by now. I told you. I astral traveled to the moon. I haven't learned how to teleport my body with my astral body. Only Jesus can do stuff like that. Well, because Jesus learned how to do these certain kind of practices and rituals. No, son. That's more your Deepak Chopra. Jesus was the Son of God. Jesus could do shit because he was the Son of God. Do you understand? You, on the other hand, are not the Son of God. You're the son of a good man who passed. And to honor his legacy, we keep you here because we don't want to be hurting somebody that the son of a man we love. But you gotta come back to the faith. You gotta come back. Know where to live your life. You don't understand something, old man. Why would I come back to a faith who treats people like this? Puts them out in a pen for 3 years just because they don't believe the same things that they believe. Why would I do that? You show me who you are. You show me what you do to people who are different from you. That's no model to live by. That's no faith to believe in. You're just afraid of people who are different from you. And you don't have my respect. You don't command my respect. When I'm going to go to church with a bunch of people I don't respect, I'm going to look around and say, you people are terrified. Terrified of all the things I can do. But son, you can't do anything. This is all talk. There is no proof that you can do anything other than sit out here outside of the town and talk a bunch of hocus pocus bullshit, Deepak Chopra shit. Nothing. We keep you alive out of respect for your old man and for the possibility that one day you will convert back to the faith. No. Old man, you gotta understand something really good. I was never part of the faith. Neither was my dad. You have a misperception of my dad. He was doing something different. Son, you just telling a pack of lies now. You don't know what's true anymore. You've lost your way. You do need to wake up sometime soon. Because there's no point living a life of lies. You don't know what you're missing, son. There's a whole town back there. There's a whole town back there waiting for you to come back. To forget this fantasy. We're all waiting for you, son. But you gotta wake up and stop living in the fantasy world. You're like Peter Pan in Fantasyland. All this New Age doctrine that's just Mr. Selfish, who's not gonna grow up, who wants to be narcissistic his whole life. You're not gonna be able to find a woman. You're not gonna be able to start a family, son. You're not gonna have any children. Because you're too lost. You spend your time trying to travel to the moon. And you lost everything. You lost everybody's love. Everybody thinks that you're crazy. Well, old man, I gotta tell you something. It's true that I am crazy. I'm just a different kind of crazy because when I talk to you, I can see the old kind of crazy, and I'm not that crazy. So likely is we're both crazy. But the difference between me and you is that you're here and I'm on the moon.